name's Buddy Keane. Some of you might remember me from the 80s. And I'm talking Marky Smith, and I'm talking The Fall. Telephone thing. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. How dare you assume I want to parley-vous with you? Sorry to be so short with you, but I'm tapped. But I'm tapped. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. The use of and your smug advertisements of your Thames ocean bed achievements does not justify your abuse of courtesy prior to the act. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. I feel you, telephone thing, listening in. How dare you assume I want to parley-vous with you, you flatulent Franklin, nosy matron thing. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. I hear you, telephone thing, listening in. Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. That was telephone thing, and that was definitely the lyric of the website, whatever website it was. I only noticed today that the song is available as a ringtone download. So if you want to be Billy Big Bollocks this weekend and you're over at Starbucks, you can download that. And some of you might be wondering who Gretchen Franklin is, who's not mentioned in the list. She's of course the actress who played Ethel in EastEnders, woman with the Willie. So I remember when that was released, telephone thing, and I think I'm right in saying that it was produced by Cold Cut, who were kind of a dance outfit in the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember one of Cold Cut saying at one stage that they felt that if small British artists or dance artists or rappers were influenced by Marky Smith, it'd be great rather than being influenced by the like Sugarhill Gang or whatever. And I couldn't help but think that was a great idea. And I'll get back to that idea at the end. And I'll just start off with an interesting pop fact I just learned earlier this year. I don't know where I read it, but Marky Smith, his English school teacher when he was in school was that guy Fred. I don't know his surname, but he used to be on, he was the weatherman on Richard and Judy, this morning with Richard and Judy, and the thing was that it was in the Albert Dock in Liverpool, and Fred would present the weather by jumping around phone representation of Ireland and England, and he'd dance around it and give everyone the weather report from his phone, smartphone. Of course, everyone, especially students, if they were at home at Toktok or the zoo, everyone was praying that one day he'd go arse over tit and end up in the Mersey on his way over to Belfast. And sometimes I kind of think that maybe it was all that kind of running up England that maybe gave Marky Smith the inspiration for hit and roll. We don't know. I'm certainly not saying. So the first time I ever heard of the Fall was through Smash Hits, and some of you may not remember Smash Hits. It's kind of like an RT guide designed by ADHD adult teenagers who came out to TK it was kind of like a music class. It was like a kind of a trainer before you really got like a big hairy chest, and you were able to move on to the like the enemy or the triangle. So it was one week they used to do this questions and answers thing. I can't remember what it was called, but like it could be Simon Le Bon talking about what Boston Bears or George Michael Keith on his fridge. But one week it was Marky Smith questions and answers, and I remember a whole quote, and it said something like where he was brought up, and I think he's from Manchester, where he was brought up, he was always raised that when he went to the pub on the Thursday evening, that he were to have a wash and a fresh change of shorts, and that appealed to me, that idea of neatness and cleanliness and pop music or entertainment doesn't go amiss. And it always reminds me of Michael Parkinson saying anytime he interviewed David Niven, he always wished he'd shine his shoes. And which begs the question, why would Michael Parkinson want to shine his shoes? So, during the 80s, the Fall actually appeared on the cover of Smash Hits, and I think it was a double issue, not a double issue, but they did a kind of a double tie in that. It was the Fall and the Adamnet, whose singer Briggs was also a member of the Fall at the time, but she's also married to Martin. And I was just channel hopping there the other day, and she's now presenting the show with Doc One, where she picks out clothes for people. So maybe she was helping him at the time with his neatness and his clothes issues. During the 80s, people always went on about cover versions as if they were a bad thing, as if it was a poison thing, or it was detrimental to music. But it was true, the Fall and different cover versions they had out of Victoria by the Kings and the Northern Soul song was Ghost in My House. They got some sort of chart exposure, and the chart show or whatever. And I can't help but think it was actually a good thing. And the other thing around that time was the whole campaign against home taping, and there was the whole thing about home taping and killing music. And of course, nowadays it's illegal downloads and file sharing is killing music. Home taping isn't killing music, and I don't think the illegal downloads are killing either. And why I mentioned it is a couple of months ago, or maybe about 2 years ago, I was working in an ad agency in town. I shan't name the ad agency, don't force me on that material. And I was working on somebody else's Macintosh computer, and as you do, I had a little deco at the iTunes and their playlist, and there was also a gear that I already had, but then I got scrolled down and I got to the Fall, and this guy had about 9 albums of the Fall and a complete set of John Peel sessions all on Macintosh, and as a result I'm having them. So I log them onto the iPod, and I tend to listen to things on shuffle, so different songs will come up brand new, and some of them wouldn't appeal, and some of them struck a chord. The last set of lyrics I have are from one of those songs that ended up striking a chord with me. But the story of Bowls and that I had, so I felt pretty cool with myself having this complete books to Fall all the time with my iPod. Unfortunately, my iPod was stolen by thieves when I was in my house last summer, and of course they made a beeline for the iPod, so it's gone, and all the Fall songs with it. And I suppose sometimes I kind of think, going back to the Coco thing where they were saying that maybe dance artists might be influenced by Fall, and actually maybe the thieves, they might, I don't know whether they were just selling it to get drugs, or maybe they were listening, maybe they had a little listen and they went through the music collection and picked out a few bits and pieces they liked, and maybe the Fall struck a chord with them, and maybe, just maybe, they're going to form some sort of hip-hop, rock, hybrid out, and it's going to sell, they're going to sell loads and really express themselves through the music. Leave the whole crime thing behind and just focus on this. And, maybe in a couple of years' time, we'll be listening to their music and the whole legacy of the Fall will continue on. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe karma caught up with them and they pissed their ass away in a fucking dirty mattress at the back of Killashton Prelude. I don't know. I'm not fussy. But one of the songs, this song anyway, I'm going to finish up now. It's a song, I guess it's called The Peel Sessions. And there was one line in this song that went off like a bomb when I was listening to it on the iPod that is no more. So I'm going to read these out, and thanks very much. This is I'm Going to Stay.